Yay! Start of a new week. Yeah. In the morning, I went to the gym and I had a pretty productive time. I was able to wake up early, even though I still feel kind of sleepy still recently. It was good. And then on my way home in the evening, I found myself thinking about time travel. I don't even know why I was thinking about that. It just like came to me. I was thinking about it while I was on the train. And I came up with this like idea. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a genius for coming up with that idea. But then I was Googling it on the train on my way home, and it turns out that my idea was not so genius. So I'm not going to be disclosing what it was, but I was on the right track. I'll give myself that. It's really interesting though, at least for me. I find it interesting to think about things that are seemingly impossible. How to make the seemingly impossible possible. Or if it were to become possible, you know, what kind of reality would that bring? How would that affect our lives as we know it now? Yeah. And then I was looking at the moon on my way home. I always look at the moon. I like looking up. During the daytime, it's a little difficult. I mean, like when I'm walking, I like looking up. Yeah, during the daytime it's a little difficult because it's really sunny. And you don't want to be staring at the sun, that's gonna hurt your eyes. Unless you're wearing sunglasses. I still feel like you shouldn't do that though. Yeah, I like looking up. Sometimes I see people and they're like walking, like they're fully looking down. It's not like there's anything to look down at, but they're just like looking down and walking. Like they're not even looking ahead, or you know, they're looking at their phone. And sometimes I think that like I just want to go up to them and be like, look up. Like you might see something nice. You might, you know, being aware of the environment around you can be interesting. Look up. But I think, you know, if you're walking and you're constantly looking up at the moon, that also might be dangerous. So I'm not saying that that's the best thing to do, but yeah, I like looking at the moon and looking at the different phases that it goes through. In a few videos before, I said that I felt like it was nearing a full moon, and I was completely off. It was nearing a new moon. But yeah, kind of all or nothing, I guess. And that's how I feel this Monday night. It's pretty hot, and I'm gonna go off to bed now. Good night. Hi, hello, it's Tuesday evening. I believe it's just past 8 p.m. and I guess Tuesdays have become my pampering days because I think I was doing a face mask last Tuesday as well. This time it's a different one. This is a clay mask. Last time was a charcoal mask. How was today? Today, it felt quite long. Not in a bad way, but now that I think back to how was the morning? It feels like it was like 3 days ago. It was good. It was a good day. It was a good day. I was quite busy running around doing things, getting things ready to go into nature. That's all I'll say for now. But yeah, I was running around getting things done. The only, not necessarily regret, but thing that I totally forgot that I was supposed to do today was buy a rice ball for tomorrow. I think I went out twice, like to go grocery shopping and to run errands, and both times I somehow forgot. The only thing that I forgot to buy is a rice ball for lunch tomorrow. I don't know why. And then I was having a shower just now, and halfway through I was like, oh no, wait, did I buy a rice ball? Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, that was my day, forgetting to buy a rice ball. I don't know, maybe there was a reason for it. There's a reason for it. We'll see what rice ball I get tomorrow. But yeah, there's some things happening probably this week, next week, etc., etc. So I'm pretty excited for the rest of this week and the next week to come. This Thursday and Friday are national holidays, and then the Olympics, I believe, is starting on Friday. I think there's gonna be the opening ceremony on TV, probably. I guess I'll watch it. I don't really watch much TV recently, but yeah. It'll be the first, not the first, not the first. It'll be the second Olympics that I've actually been in the country for at the time when it's being held. The first one was the Sydney Olympics. And then the second one is this coming Tokyo Olympics. The condition that it's held in is most definitely unprecedented, so it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds. It's really hot though in Tokyo recently, like this week. So I hope everyone is staying cool, staying hydrated, looking after their health. Yeah. I think that's about it. Bye. See you tomorrow. Hi, hello. It is Wednesday night. I'm literally about to go to bed. And, I know I talk about the moon quite often. Or at least I have talked about it once before, I think, in these videos. But I was walking home tonight and legitimately I believe it is nearing a full moon. So the moon was really big and it seemed like it was quite low in the sky. And yeah, I was walking home and it was just like right in front of me. What I love about the moon is that I feel like when you can see it, or when you realize that it's like there, it feels as if it's like following you. Or in my case, it was always kind of in front of me. So I felt like it was guiding me, / like just always, you know, being there with me while I walk home. And I really like that feeling. As you can see, my bag is right here. I was packing to go on a little trip. I'll be off tomorrow. Yeah. Also, another thing I was thinking about today was the importance of being in the moment. I think a lot of people talk about it, like it's important to enjoy the now, be in the moment, because things pass so quickly. But it's actually really hard to be in the moment, I think. For a lot of people, I think they're either in the past or in the future and not necessarily in the moment. For me personally, I find that I am more in the future instead of being in the now, in the sense that I think a lot about, you know, like things I have to do in the future. And one of the reasons why I feel like I wasn't really, you know, in the present was because I always kind of had pride in the fact that I was good at remembering things. And so like when people told me, oh, like, you know, could you please do that a little later on, or if there was something that I knew I knew I needed to do, I would always be like, okay, I'll make a mental note of that, and I'll make a mental list, and I'll just remember all the things that I need to do. But when I was just simply trying to remember everything that I needed to do, every like 10 minutes or so, I'd be thinking back to myself, oh yeah, wait, what was it that I needed to do? You know, there were like 5 things, this, okay, I remembered them all, okay. And then I'd like do whatever I was doing in the moment, and then 10 minutes later I'd be like, oh wait, just to make sure that I haven't forgotten it, what's the like 5 things that I needed to do, this. And so I wasn't really in the moment, like I wasn't that focused. I was focused on what I was doing, but then, you know, my mind was always jumping forward and thinking about what I had to do, what needed to be done. And so recently, something that I try to do more often is, instead of just relying on my mind and my memory, you know, when people ask me to do things or when I know I need to do things, I just write it down. Like if there's something important that I know I need to do in the future, doesn't matter if I need to do it in the next 5 minutes or if I need to do it the next day, I just write it down. Like as soon as I think about it, I write it down, and then I kind of just forget about it. Not really fully forget about it, but like kind of forget about it. Just leave it there, because I know that that information is going to be somewhere where like I wrote it down in order for me to remember it when the time comes. And I feel like by doing that, I'm able to focus more on whatever it is that I'm doing in that moment. So yeah, I feel like it just helps me concentrate better on what I'm doing in that moment. And then when the time comes to do the actual thing that I needed to do in the future, then I will do that and I'll focus on that. And then, you know, I'll probably have something else that I need to do again after that. And when I finished whatever I was doing, then I'll go and do that. And yeah, so it's something that I'm trying to do more often. Focusing on now. Because everything becomes the past too quickly. So it's important to do your best to stay in the now, even though now is constantly going by. I think it's good. It's good. Yes. I have a bit of a early morning tomorrow, so I'm gonna be off to bed. Tomorrow's video might be from here, might be from somewhere else. We shall see. Good night. Bye. Hi, hello, good morning. It is Thursday morning. It doesn't feel like Thursday morning because it's a national holiday. Yay! But anyways, I'm ready to leave. I'm literally just about to go. The sun is out. Amazing weather, super hot. I hope it's not going to be too humid though. I'm going to be off. After this clip, there may be some clips showing you where I went or what I got up to. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But yes, I'm off now. I feel like it's going to be an amazing day. Can you hear that? It's my stomach rumbling. But I'm super excited. See you later. Bye. great day. Hi, hello. I'm back. It's Friday night. I got back and I had a little bit of a nap because I was just a little tiny bit tired from all the sun and like moving around. But now I feel really good, which may be a slight problem because it's kind of late and I should really be going to bed because I have an early start tomorrow morning. But hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, I had a great couple of days. I think the Olympics opening ceremony is probably on TV now as well. I'm not sure. But yeah. What I thought about just a while ago was how it's important to escape reality from time to time. I think mentally escaping reality is something we can do pretty much wherever and whenever and as often as we want, in terms of like imagining things. I mean, using your imagination or, you know, watching things, being entertained. And that's great. That's something I think a lot of people do like unconsciously as well. You know, a lot of our hobbies, a lot of what we find entertaining is a form of escapism. But it's also really important to, I think, physically escape your reality sometimes. That's what I was thinking about after the past couple of days. It's nice to put yourself in a new place with people that you know and enjoy new activities. Yeah, I had a great 2 days. I have work again tomorrow, but then Sunday I have off, so yay! It's getting really hot, but it's still kind of nice. I feel like it is humid, but it's on the drier side slightly, so it just feels like summer. Summer is here. Summer is here. Yes. Oh no. I have all this energy and I really have to be going to bed. Okay, I'm gonna try and meditate or something like that to try and relax. Yes, my t-shirt is inside out and back to front, and also from Uniqlo. But yeah, it was I had a lot of fun. Great 2 days. I'm still kind of like tired, but it's that tiredness that you get from having a productive day, you know? Like it's that good feeling of tiredness. It's like, did so much, had so much fun, off to bed now. But I also have a lot of energy now. Can I hit the gym tomorrow morning if I have this much energy? If I can get straight to bed, I can. Maybe. But yeah. That's all for tonight. Good night. Hi. It's Sunday morning and there is no video from yesterday because I was exhausted after work and I just completely fell asleep. But because I went to sleep early yesterday, I have a lot of energy now. And today is my official day off. My stomach kind of hurts though, which is not good. But I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. Today I am excited because I woke up kind of early without setting my alarm clock, which is always a good feeling. I just like waking up naturally without having to set an alarm. Obviously when you have work, when you have things to do, you're going to set an alarm. At least I will, because I can't trust that I'm always going to wake up kind of early by myself. But I just love the feeling of waking up naturally. It doesn't really matter what time it is, although if I sleep in I feel like I may have wasted a bit of time, but you know, if it's your day off, I love that feeling. You just feel so good waking up naturally. Anyways, so yeah, today feels good. It's a good day, sunny. Not sure if I'm gonna be spending that much time outside. I have a lot to do at home. I have 2 stories for 2 short films that I want to work on, kind of flesh out. One of them, the story, I was talking with my friend and I think we got, you know, it was a good conversation. We were having like a mini brainstorm. That one, the story is rather fleshed out. It's just more about writing out like a storyboard and the script, and then finding locations and kind of figuring out like the technicalities of it. And then the other one I came up with yesterday while I was on the train on my way to work. I do this thing where like on YouTube, if there's a particular song that I like, or if there's like a particular album, I just find that playlist and I play it for however long it is. Or if it's like a particular song, it's like that song on repeat for an hour, or if I don't have that much time, for 30 minutes. And I was listening to this one particular song for close to an hour. I'm not going to disclose what it is. Maybe I will after, if I get the short story completed. But yeah, I was listening to this particular song on repeat and it was just making me feel a certain way, and I just came up with this storyline, which at first I wanted it to be like one particular genre, but then the more I thought about it, I thought it'd be interesting to turn it into a different genre, one that I don't really, well, I'm not going to say too much and let's just stop there. But that one, I feel like it's actually it's something easier to shoot, and there aren't that many like technicalities to it. It's just I haven't really fleshed out the story enough. I know where I want to go. I know what kind of story I want it to be, but in terms of the script and the conversations that the characters have, I haven't really planned that out yet. So I guess those are the 2 things I want to get working on today. Summer project, at least 2 summer projects, here we come, I guess. This better become reality. I don't want to be one of those people. I don't like being one of those people that like says they'll do things and then like doesn't do it. So you know what? I said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and do it to the best of my abilities. So yeah, hopefully there is something to look forward to for anyone who has seen this video. So I'm gonna get working on that. See you later. Bye. Hi. I'm very close to the camera today. I don't know why. But yes, hello. It's Monday night. I believe it's been a week now since the beginning of this video, which I believe was a Monday. Today I was thinking about how important patience is, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yes, literally patience is a virtue. But today was fun. Had some stuff to do to prepare for tomorrow, because yes, something's happening tomorrow. Maybe I'll talk about it in the next video. But yes, it's been a while since I've had to remember any scripts, or I've had the chance to, or I've had the motivation to do so, and that's what I was doing just before taking this video. And in all honesty, I was already starting to feel a little bit nervous. Even while I was just trying to remember my lines, I was like, because I was thinking about actually filming. That means I wasn't really in the moment. I was thinking about the future. And then I just kept bringing myself back, and I was like, no, there's no point in getting nervous now. If you get nervous tomorrow, then that's just the way things are, but for now, relax. So yes, that's what I was doing. It's fun to have little projects, even if they're kind of small things on the side. So I guess I have like 3 projects. Well, not really, because tomorrow's project's gonna be done tomorrow. But I still have 2 projects. Yes, summer projects. I have to... Well, I already downloaded storyboard templates to draw up storyboards. But yesterday... Oh yeah, I have to print them. Yesterday I was thinking... Wait, yesterday? Or last night? Or this morning? I can't remember which one, but... Or maybe while I was sleeping. I was thinking about changing the story slightly. I think it was last night, yeah. So I may change... Well, actually both of the stories ever so slightly. And it's in order to help the characters, like to help ground them in their own reality. Yes. I feel like... I think I've talked about this before. With anything really, it's important to be flexible, to not be so like, oh, you know, I need it to be like this, I need it to be like that. I mean, sometimes it's okay. It's good to have things that, you know, like a base, or like to have beliefs that you truly believe in, but especially when it comes to like art and making something with a group of people, it's important to stay flexible and to be open to new ideas and to try out new things. Yeah. So I guess that's what I'm trying to do as well with this. I want to make it like the best thing that it can be without being too confined in my own thoughts or my ideas. I want it to be a thing that kind of... What I want to do is breathe life into it. And then I want it to go off on its own little adventure. Yes. And with that, I guess it's the end of this video. See you next time. Most probably.